is an art, choosing gladiators. They're usually prisoners of war.
I claim this city for the glory of Rome.
You have something in you. Rage. Never let it go.
It's been 25 years since Gladiator 1. There's an excitement coming back to the Roman Empire.
The first Gladiator had a huge impact across the world.
How does it feel?
Epic.
It's not lost on me what we as a cast of actors and Ridley are stepping into.
Roll cameras, action!
The story they came up with, it was brilliant. It speaks to a deep human experience.
Where you are, I am too.
At the start of the film, Rome has been through 20 years of upheaval with the madness of power-hungry people who can buy the throne.
There are victories yet still to come.
Rome has so many subjects. She must feed them.
They can eat war!
The whole story is based on Lucius as a child who was sent away to protect him.
Never let them find you.
We see him dragged back into Rome, a prisoner.
Whose head could I give you that would satisfy this fury?
The entire Roman armies.
Everything that goes into creating this world is incomparable.
This is the biggest film I've been on. It's huge. Cecil B. DeMille on steroids.
This is about survival! Survive!
All of the things that you see in the film, flooding the Colosseum, wild animals, it's recorded that all of these things happen.
This is real. There's nothing like having the real thing.
Everywhere you turn, there's thousands of soldiers in beautiful costumes.
To walk out in that arena for the second time was pretty amazing.
It's grand in scope with sophisticated characters and storytelling. It's all the things that fill in the word epic.
Strength and honor!
Here we go. Here's bar 6, everybody. 6, 2, 3, 4.
Harry truly is an extraordinarily good composer. He stuns me with what he is capable of doing.
The music that I've written contains elements of Hans's original Gladiator theme. Sound that can be achieved and captured here is second to none. Ridley is quite an open book when it comes to music, but he'll talk to me about light and darkness. And then I'll interpret it in a musical way. There's a good balance between big action sequences and the sort of power and nobility of the Roman Empire.
This is what they believe in. Power.
Ridley's really upped the ante here with the epic battles in the Colosseum. In the script, one line said, "At this moment, Lucius becomes Maximus." I thought, what if I can create a theme for Lucius that becomes Hans's theme from the first movie?
I love that he took it and just expanded it, making something which is so extraordinary.
Music is a statement. It's a sound statement. And I think they're going to love it.
What is the dream of Rome? That people are not free.
Something really bad happened. You remember Louis Fergoli from high school? I went to his apartment. But when I showed up, Louis?
No, wait a minute! What?
He was smiling at me.
I'm Parker
Finn. I'm the writer, director, and producer of Smile 2.
That's a pretty cool shirt you got. Want me to sign it?
I knew that if I was going to approach a sequel, I needed to find a character that I could find something thematic to explore there. The trick to unlocking it was discovering the character of Sky Riley.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sky Riley.
Sky is this famous star who is surrounded by people, and yet she's incredibly alone. It's a frightening situation for anybody to be in. In the Smile movies, the entity is passed from victim to victim by forcing them to end their own life in front of a witness, and that witness becomes the next victim. It gets into the cracks of their brain, and I really wanted to find new ways to trick both Sky and the audience.
Stop smiling at me! What I love about Parker is how confident the filmmaking was. It really does run the gambit of a more internal movie to just being completely unhinged.
The sequel goes bolder, it's way more off the rails, it's nastier, bloodier, and everything you loved about the first film, we do that 10 times bigger.
Sky, pull it together and get back out there.
Doctor, I'm going insane. I got a bad mind. Give me a new brain.
Hi, I'm Naomi Scott, and I play the role of Sky Riley in Smile 2.
This thing is a parasite. You witnessed a death. Now it's latched onto you.
I think we had a couple of weeks. You know, dance rehearsals, music, everything. 2 days after I was cast, I was in a studio. Okay, here we go.
Can you take my thoughts? Can you make them clear?
It all went back to wanting to create a real feeling pop star. And one of the benefits of working with Naomi is that she happens to be an incredibly talented singer and dancer. She sings all of the songs and does her own choreography in the film.
There was just so many moving parts.
Do you think someone could save me?
Naomi had to basically learn all these songs and this choreography while she's also in the middle of a very, very intense horror film.
We have to end it! No matter what! You're not in control!
I need to stop it, but I don't know how.
We'll all feel better when we get to our new house in Salt Lake City.
Are you sure Gracie and Pedro are gonna be okay? Don't move.
Hey, it's Pedro and Gracie!
You lost Pedro and Gracie?
No. What's up with you cats?
She's a dog.
Why are you strays on the way to the city of dreams?
I really related to that. Am I humming a little tune?
I have a song?
Excuse me.
Something like that. I'm gonna try some with more S's and some where I'm just focused on the evil. Obviously, you can play kind of anything because it doesn't have to. I'm not a snake. I couldn't play a snake, but I get to play a snake today.
My name is Conrad, and you best run for your lives!
Conrad is born to be bad. He's a very, very nasty piece of work. It's probably why they thought of me.
Tell me, what's wrong with your friend?
I think you're losing your giddy-up. I get the feeling from this film as well. It's about, you know, we all have different strengths, but there's a through line of love.
The challenges of voicing an animated character, being good. Let me do that last one again.
Oh, so good. Little fishy eggs.
home.
That's no caveat. So this is my big intro, so I feel very humbled and grateful to be Gracie, and also having Corey with me.
The funny thing is, I am really allergic to cats.
Everybody's gonna love this movie because there's adventure, there's fur friends, there's the dynamic between the siblings and your parents, and what's better than an adventure in trying to like bring somebody home? Let's eat.
So I have done a lot of animation, and there's a freedom in it, a freedom to be ridiculous, because you're not playing sort of real circumstances. You're playing heightened insanity all the time.
It looks delicious.
Obviously, you can play kind of anything because it doesn't have to. I'm not a snake. I couldn't play a snake, but I get to play a snake today.
I saw him first.
Sissy is the boss. She's definitely the older sister. She's more wicked.
You had the salamander on Saturday!
And Christy is, annoyed by everything, and everything's harder for her, and just a little weaker.
Really? Is that another shortcut? Oh. You always think you know better.
I love that Gracie and Pedro are enemies at first, and then they find their way to each other. I think that's really lovely, and they can appreciate each other's differences. And I think that's a really important message for us today, that our differences can be celebrated and it doesn't have to divide us. And I think that children and adults are going to love it.
Hold on to your breakfast. I would describe the character of Willow as strong, funny, really loyal, and a bit of a broad.
Well, that cat holds on like my ex-husband.
She's a part of my personality. There's part of me that's just ballsy and in your face.
Come on, cat, jump already.
I kind of found a little bit of my mom in Willow as well, which is a good thing, the good parts. Gracie and Pedro, there's a symbiotic friendship and relationship, and they each have different strengths, and they each need one another. And their bickering is really just because they love each other so much. I think it's just it's a beautiful commentary on what it takes to be a family, and to fight for it, and to know that love is a driving factor.
We're all going home, and we're doing it together! Good luck!
Hold on to your breakfast.
Bet you all my cheddar they don't make it. Where's Optimus Prime?
The filthy red and blue bot? Yeah. Gives off a corroded metallic stench.
Okay, corroded, that is too far.
Okay.
When two worlds divide, they get hard to survive. Transforming bats in the sky.
You have the power to make your world better. But this fight is mine.
Standing on business, ready for revenge. It's the sweetest victory, that's the win.
Something's coming. Something we've never seen before.
What intrigued me was the origin story. And to be voicing Optimus Prime, this is another level. He begins as Orion Pax, as a worker in the mines. This is his journey to becoming the all-powerful, all-knowing Optimus Prime.
The pantheon that is Transformers. We want to see where they started.
Sounds incredible.
We want to see what Cybertron looked like.
It's beautiful.
And how D16 became one of the greatest arch nemesis of all time.
It really is about a friendship where the two of them become enemies. This film has an incredible cast. There's Scarlett Johansson as Alita.
It does have a nice ring to it.
Scarlett brings Scarlett to the role.
She is strong and she's tough.
With Brian Tyree Henry as D16.
Yes! We get to see the absolute beginning of Optimus and Megatron.
If we survive this, I'm gonna kill you! I accept those terms.
The fact that they were actually best friends.
Egan-Michael Key plays B.
Yes!
Also known as Badassatron.
Over the last few movies, he's almost like a silent movie star.
Oh, thank you.
But now we get to imbue him through his voice. I need wheels!
Lawrence Fishburne plays Alpha Trion.
I see strength in you.
John Hamm is Sentinel Prime.
I think we all deserve a little fun.
Steve Buscemi is Starscream.
Look, that's Starscream.
Silence!
You get to see all these characters be elevated in a completely different way than we've seen them before.
Which was a lot of fun.
Holy Primus. That was awesome.
All that counts is the strength of one bot over another.
He's too strong.
Look me in my eyes and tell me what I'm supposed to be. I never walked up to anybody chose me.
Until next time, legends.
Transformers transform their bodies in the sky. Transform their brothers. We won't stand for
Are people born wicked? Or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? You're green.
I am. Well, whenever anyone asks me, like, what's the one movie you want to do? If there was one, I'd always say it'd be Wicked.
On my 25th birthday, I took myself to see the show. I'd never heard anything or seen anything like it. I remember that. It was like a rainy night and I felt really alive. I felt like I was floating on air.
I had the incredible privilege of seeing the original Broadway cast of Wicked when I was 10, and I just felt an immediate bond.
I'm sure that you have dreamed of playing one of the two roles. Would you be Elphaba or Glinda? You'd be Glinda.
For sure.
It had a very personal effect on me. This is a very cinematic show. This should be on the big screen.
There's sort of this innate understanding of what it feels like to be someone who's different.
It's always been the thing that I listen to when I'm nervous, when I'm needing an escape, when I need comfort.
Wait a minute.
I went in for my first audition and I just remember being like buzzing.
And when she came in, she was an Ari that I'd never seen before.
And then I got the call to come in.
Cynthia was so raw and vulnerable. And I couldn't get her out of my head.
The world needs to see more of you. We would love for you to be our Elphaba.
It's been a really long journey. And I'm really grateful for it. I never thought in my lifetime that I would get to be a part of something like this.
We want you to be our Glinda the Good.
Oh my God, thank you. I love her so much. I'm gonna take such good care of her. Thank you so much.
I want people to see Wicked and experience it in a way they've never experienced it before. I want them to feel what I felt going into that theater for the first time. I want to make them laugh, to make them sing, to make them feel that after they've watched it, they've been changed for good. We knew that we wanted Wicked to be immersive. What does it feel like to be in Oz? To feel it in your fingertips. If you want to be inside that world, you gotta build it. We gotta build Emerald City. We gotta build Munchkin Land.
To see all that detail, all of it adds to the things that you can imagine.
A lot of it is real, physical, tangible sets.
We gotta grow 9 million tulips. The good news is the train, which takes 2 days to move because it's 16 tons, is here now.
Come with me. What? To meet the wizard. I couldn't possibly. This is your moment. I'm coming.
The great and terrible.
Once you learn to
harness your emotions. The sky's the limit.
This forest is enormous, but it's all in the details. All of this didn't just take production design, it took special effects, it took visual effects. It's pretty mind-blowing to think that it can go from drawings and ideas and a dream to sitting here today.
It's wonderful to be able to touch the space
and create this world in a way we've never seen it before.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Thanks for hearing me out, bro.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Thanks for watching Screen Chatter. If you'd like to catch up on all of our celebrity interviews and movie reviews, just log on to screenchatter.com. And you can also follow us on social media, including Instagram, X, and Facebook. Again, thanks for tuning in to Screen Chatter this week. We'll be back next week with another show. I'm film critic Tony Toscano, and I'll see you at the movies.